Sharon. I desperately need your help. I need you to tell Marcus that you and I were at the cinema last Saturday.
What did we go and see?
Well, I was going to tell him we went to see Babe, but I didn't want you to be offended by a film about a talking pig. So, we went to see Braveheart instead, which is more me anyway, as you can see right up Mel Gibson's kilt during the disembowelment scene.
All right, Dawn.
Oh, yes. Hello, Tracy. Just filling Sharon in on my marvellously complicated love life with Jonathan.
Oh, you'll have to give me some tips. Daryl's out in 7 days.
Not forgetting your amorous little Greek, Sharon. I bet you can't wait to move into somewhere more suitable, like an abandoned packing crate.
I don't need all this, Dawn. I've got enough on my plate.
Yes, I can hear that, Sharon. What is that you're slurping?
Oysters in a white wine sauce.
Oi, they're Daryl's. They're his aphrodisiac.
What?
You know, to get him going.
Stopping him will be the problem. When he gets home, he'll be at you like a dog at a frisbee.
I just want things to be romantic when he gets that. It's got to be perfect.
Oh, it will be, Tracy. Beluga caviar eaten on a bed of roses. Unlike poor Sharon, who can only look forward to date-expired tarama salata and second-hand bedding.
Did you come round here with the sole purpose of winding me up?
No, it's just a little bonus.
Well, you picked the wrong day and the wrong woman.
OK, let's not discuss your future. We'll leave that to whichever Labour Council is forced to rehouse you. Now, let's talk about what you are going to tell Marcus.
I am sick and tired of lying for you, Dorian. It's like an adulterer's answer service here.
Right, Dawn. We might as well get Bob Hoskins to advertise it.
It's good to pork.
What's a little white lie between friends?
Newsflash, I am not on this planet just to cover up for you.
I don't know what you mean.
Yes, you do. You're a user. You use people. Even when you pretend to do something thoughtful, there's always some sneaky little ulterior motive.
That's a lie. What about the time I got you membership for the tennis club? You'd never have got in without me.
She's right, Dawn. You only did it so we'd vote for you in their elections.
But, Sharon, I helped you sell your little cafe, didn't I?
Only because you wanted to get your hands on the commission so you could go on holidays. I may be a bit slow, Dawn, but I know a user when I see one.
All right, Shell, calm down.
No, Trace, I might not get another chance to say this. Our lives are about to be turned upside down with the boys coming out, and all Vampirella can think about is using me to lie for her. Again. Well, it'd be lovely if just for once you walked through that door wanting to help. Some act of kindness that somehow didn't benefit you. But it won't happen, will it, Dawn? And do you know why? 'Cause you are a user. And I am not user-friendly.
Blimey, Shell. That was a bit strong even for you.
I'm sorry, Trace. It had to be said. I haven't got the time for all Dorian's garbage. I'm dreading the boys coming out. I know Daryl's going to treat me like something the cat did in the corner.
For God's sake, stop whinging.
I ain't whinging. I'm too knackered to whinge.
You are, you're whinging.
No, I'm not. Most nights I've barely got the strength to have a bath and slap on the Veruca cream before I nod off in front of Michael Fish.
Whinge.
Well, it's all right for you, isn't it? You've got something to look forward to. What have I got to look forward to? Chris.
I know he ain't exactly Brad Pitt.
More cesspit. Where am I going, Trace? And who with, eh? You won't want a gooseberry like me around when Daryl gets home, will you?
Oh, you're right, I won't.
Oh, thanks a lot.
That's why you're going to need all the friends you can get, including Dorian.
You are joking. That woman is a leech with a manicure. She bleeds me dry, Trace. Did have a go, though, didn't I? You are a user. Really good. Think think I'm going to pop a couple of lean cuisines in the microwave. Do you want one?
No. Garfie's taking me to that Nutritoria, Casa Pepe's.
Isn't that Italian for toilet? So, what's the little so-and-so buttering you up for now, then?
You have got a very suspicious mind. We are just enjoying a lovely evening out together.
Oh, well, give him a kiss from his auntie, Sharon. And you have an Italian sausage on me.
I would. I think Dorian's already had a chunk out of every Italian sausage there.
Hello, Mrs. Green. Is your daughter Dorian in? Dora? It's me, Babe, the talking pig. I came round to say sorry. I was out of order earlier.
The truth hurts, Sharon. And you were spot on.
Was I?
I know I'm selfish, Sharon. I've always been selfish. But the thing is, when Darryl comes home and you have to leave, who am I going to have to rely on?
I don't mind lying to Marcus about you and Jonathan.
Yes, but the real question is, what am I doing with Jonathan?
Well, if you don't know, pass him over, Dor.
I mean, why am I so desperate to stay the other side of 40? In the last 5 years, I have had so much plastic surgery. Dr. Schwartz could have used up all the extra flesh to make another little person to follow me around and do the housework. I mean, I've been stretched, tweaked, and lifted so many times, I am not sure how much of the real Dorian is left behind.
Well, you're left behind for a start. Hello, Dor, are you in there?
You see, there I am. I'm at it again. Here I am talking about my plastic surgery when it's really you who needs it, Sharon. You see, you've got all this upheaval with your husbands coming round, and what do? I barge in, expecting you to support my inconsequential little follies. When was the last time I supported you, Sharon?
Well, you kept me propped up in that minicab the other night.
Well, I didn't have much choice. You passed out on me after 15 pints of lager. It'll take weeks to get the creases out of my Versace. No, the point is, you were right, Sharon. But I'm going to change. I really am. I mean, I may still have sex with virtual strangers for the time being, but I am going to be a little more considerate. Because we may not see much of each other in the future, Sharon. I mean, quite frankly, I can't see myself getting a filthy cab to Hackney Wick to visit you in a council flat. No, it's not that I'm a snob. I mean, I just couldn't go. I just couldn't. I mean, the thought just
Yeah,
makes
all
Oh,
right, calm down, Dor. No council flats around here.
I mean, it's the thought of just mingling with the great unwashed, you know, cashing their gyros and driving their Ford Cortinas. I am just not a kebab and karaoke girl. So, before you leave the luxury of Brian Close, I have decided to give you a day out. On me. A gift with no strings attached. Something sophisticated. One last sip from the cup of class before you go back to gargling from the chipped mug of poverty. Oh, I feel so much better now. Right. I'm going to make you a delicious cup of char. That is what you people call it, isn't it?
Have a nice time.
You were right about Garfie, the little sod.
Ha-ha. My uncanny powers of the mind triumph again. What did he want?
He didn't want anything. He wanted to tell me something.
He's got his girlfriend pregnant.
No.
He wants to have his nipples pierced.
No.
He wants her to have her nipples pierced.
This is not University Challenge. This is my son we're discussing, and you'll never guess in a million years.
He got drunk with a load of mates, got arrested, and his court appearance is on Thursday.
You already told you.
Of course he told me.
Then why didn't you tell me? Why am I always the last to know everything in this house? And this is how Daryl started, and I ain't having him going down the same road.
It's no big deal, Trace. A bunch of lads get drunk on a stag night, get caught, tying the groom naked to a sheep outside Romford.
And that ain't a big deal.
Of course it ain't. If that Damien Hirst did it, they'd call it art.
But he'll get a criminal record.
He'll probably just get a caution.
But did he also tell you that one of his mates went one better and nicked a car radio?
No. What for?
So he could tie it to the sheep. He reckoned the music might calm it down a bit.
Yeah, but that ain't Garth's fault, is it? I mean, he was just an innocent bystander. Rat-arsed, but innocent.
But they all got arrested. I can't believe it. I finally got Daryl coming home, and there's a good chance he'll pass Garthy on his way in.
Well, he's made his bed. He'll have to lie in it.
That reminds me. Have you apologised to Dorian? Does she forgive you?
Worse. She wants to be my best friend. Me having a go at her has made her realise how selfish she is. Now she wants to make up for the last 7 years by treating me to a lovely day out. I think I'd rather eat ground glass.
At least she's trying.
But the trouble is, Dorian is naturally selfish. I mean, she can't help it. Her idea of being unselfish is to drag me along to something that only she could possibly enjoy. Like a poxy elf farm where you can have all the radishes you can eat. Or the opera. Or, God forbid, both.
You never know, Shell. You've never been to the opera. You might enjoy it.
If I want to hear some beefy bird warble in Italian, I can listen to myself in the bath doing the cornetto act. No, Trace. If it ain't a trip round Cadbury World, I ain't going.
No sheep to terrorise today, Garth? Never mind, you can always set fire to a passing police horse.
Mum, you're overreacting.
Am I? Look, you of all people should know where this kind of thing can end up. Didn't you learn anything from your father?
Well, as it happens, no. He was never around. Look, you're being ridiculous if you're comparing armed robbery to getting a bit leery on a stag night.
Who said stag night? That phrase has such resonance.
Garth had gone and got himself arrested for drunk and disorderly.
Oh, Garth's first arrest. You must be so proud. Shall I go get my camera? This is a Kodak moment.
Dorian, this is serious. Then one of his stupid mates went and nicked a radio, and now they've all been charged.
Well, why don't you phone the police and tell them the culprit's name?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm going to do.
Tracy, are you all right?
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Your father wouldn't be able to hold his head up in free association if he'd heard you say that.
Say what?
That you're going to grass up a mate. For years, we've been the only house in Brian Close that's refused to watch Crime Watch on principle. And you're willing to throw that away?
Mum, that is silly.
No, it's not silly, Garth. It's a way of life.
So, by your rules, if you saw someone you knew drink a bottle of vodka, get into his car and then deliberately mow down a bus queue, you couldn't possibly grass them because it's not allowed?
That's a tough one. We'll have to discuss it with Sharon when she gets back. Anyway, that's the end of it. You're not grassing.
But, Mum, I'll get a criminal record.
You should have thought of that before you traumatised that poor sheep.
You're not making this very easy for
I'm
me.
not discussing it no more, and that's the end of it. And what do you want? Someone to lie to your old man as usual? I'm beginning to feel like Sharon.
No, Tracy. Nothing like that. Now, you know I promised Sharon a wonderful day out. Well, it is all organised for Wednesday. First of all, a limo will pick us up at 7 a.m. and whisk us off to the most fabulous health farm in the country.
Health farm. She'll love it.
The Snaresbrook Centre for Stress, Strength and Shape. It's tough. It's brutal. But Sharon will thank me for it.
Oh, yes. You know how Sharon likes to deprive herself of life's little luxuries.
And as a special treat, I've booked her in for the pelvic special. Thick, oily mud is smoothed all over the torso and solidifies, and then a tall Swede slaps you about a bit with a strand of salty seaweed.
Why, ain't they got a telly?
Don't be silly, Tracy. We'll be meditating. But the best bit, at 7 o'clock, the taxi whisks us off to Covent Garden for a night at the opera.
She'll love it. She'll be speechless.
Yes. Of course I'll be there. Bye.
Sharon, what is it? You all right?
I've just had some bad news.
Oh, no, I better sit down.
A close school friend of mine's died. I've only just heard.
Oh, no. Who is it?
This girl I used to hang around with in the 3rd year.
Louise Cathcart?
No, Trace, not Louise Cathcart.
Caroline Jones?
No, not her, Trace.
Melanie?
No, Trace, not Melanie. It was a secret friend. You didn't really know her. I've got to go and have a lie down. I'm so upset. I need to get something new for the funeral on Wednesday. Oh. Poor Gripper.
Gripper?
The sun has got its hat on, hip 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 hooray. The sun has got its hat on and he's coming out.
Shall?
Oh, it's you. I thought it was Dory. I've got to walk around with a face like a slapped arse till Wednesday. This is my last week of peace before Chris gets out, and I ain't spending it with her.
You should go to the opera. What else are you going to be doing on Wednesday?
Funny you should ask. Morning, cancelled due to the likelihood of not getting up. Afternoon, sit in bed with crisps and videos. Evening, have a leisurely bath while eating various pastries. How'd you go on with Garth?
Don't ask. He said he'd think about what I said, but I've got a feeling that posh girl has warped him, turned him into a grass. All that money and for what? A weasel with an accent.
Don't worry, Trace. I'll speak to him tomorrow. Oh, hello, Dor. I'm still so upset. I don't think I'll be able to keep it together on Wednesday.
Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about, Sharon. I don't know if Tracy had mentioned anything, but, well, I had planned a lovely day out for us on Wednesday.
Oh, no, Dor. Oh, what a shame. I've got to pay me respect, so you do understand.
Oh, of course I do. What sort of friend would I be if I didn't understand? I'm just not like that anymore. Oh, I'll get my own cup, shall I, Tracy?
Spooky, isn't it, Trace? It's like that film, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, where evil pods take over other people's identities. Of course, in this case, it's an evil pod that's been taken over by a nice person.
You moan when she's nasty, you moan when she's nice, she can't win. Look, why don't you try being nice to her for a change?
Oh, I don't think I could, Trace. I think I'm probably way too nice already. That's why I have to pretend to be a sarky, ignorant bitch, so that people won't take advantage of my charitable nature.
You seem to be a little more cheerful now, Sharon. 2 sugars, please, Tracy. I'm glad you got over the initial shock of Guffer's death.
Gripper, Dor. It was Gripper. I don't want to talk about it. I'll get upset again.
No, I know, Sharon. And I decided there was something I could do for you. Stay there, I've got something to show you.
I bet she's been out and bought you something expensive, you know, to cheer you up.
Might be some nice jewellery or some posh scent.
For you, Sharon. For the funeral.
Oh, Dor, it's lovely.
Yes, well, it should be. It was made from 3 Amanda Wakely originals. You see, Sharon, I realised that the day out I had planned for us was really just an excuse for me to go to a health farm, which I knew you would have hated. I didn't plan a day out for you, I planned a day out for me, and I was just going to insist you tag along.
You're being too hard on yourself, Dor. That must have cost a fortune. Sharon?
Oh, yeah, I'm grateful, Dor. Honest I am. I'll be the classiest bird at the funeral.
You're the classiest pair of birds at the funeral. I'm going with you.
We've got 3 possible funerals. There's Helen Pilkington Smythe, run over by a milk float in Snaresbrook. She's 38, which would be right, but the surname's a bit posh, isn't it? Dorian might get suspicious. In our school, having one name was considered flesh.
Sharon, we shouldn't be doing this. It's wrong.
It's an emergency. Oh, we've got Maureen O'Hara, fell off a seesaw in Victoria Park. O'Hara's Irish, isn't it? Means there'll be coats loads of brothers and sisters, I'll be expected to know.
And slightly narked having a complete pair of strangers turn up.
Or we've got Kerry Young. Lived just down the road. 38, local. Seems like Kerry could be our corpse of the week.
You're sick, do you know that? Look, why don't you just tell Dorian the truth and offer to go to the opera as an apology?
What, and let her catch me out as a lying toe rag?
You are a lying toe rag.
Yeah, but I don't want her to know that, do I?
Yeah, it's your funeral.
And I'll cry if I want to.
What are you doing, Sharon?
I'm trying to get my fulsome yet erotic breasts into this sodding outfit. It's like trying to squeeze a marrow into a Japanese condom.
Look, you may be more Chelsea girl than Lacroix, but could you please show a little more respect? Anyway, haven't you got a minimiser?
What's a minimiser?
I cannot believe a woman of your proportion is unfamiliar with a minimiser. It's the opposite of a wonder bra. Instead of pushing you up and together, it flattens down the larger chest for convenience and comfort.
Home-delivered pizza is for convenience and comfort. I like my breasts the way God intended.
God must have had a lie down after he constructed that particular pair.
Firstly, Dor, you are meant to be here to support me in my hour of need. And secondly, at least my breasts are in the same place they were 10 years ago.
You know your trouble, Sharon. You are passive-aggressive.
No, Dor, I'm aggressive. Now, can we put the lid on the bitching just for today? We're going to be burying poor Gripper in a couple of hours.
Where's Mum? I've got to sort this court case business out.
She's doing a pool estimate for some lottery winners. They want it in the shape of Anthea Turner.
Oh, there's the taxi. Don't be long.
Listen, Garth, don't worry about your mum. She's a bit over the top because your old man's coming out.
I don't want to upset Mum. It's just that I'm not as familiar with criminal etiquette as you two. I mean, yeah, he's a mate and everything, but Mum would rather I risk going to prison than just tell the truth.
Look, Garth, your mum feels that the police took your dad away. Deep down, she still believes he's innocent. This coming so close to his release date means she's a bit wound up, that's all. You're going to have to sort it out, Garth. It's your problem.
Sharon!
God knows I've got enough of my own.
Was it really necessary to go via a drive-through Burger King?
Was it really necessary to write your phone number in lipstick on that cab driver's partition? And tell him it was your husband's funeral?
Yes, well, I just wanted to let him know that I was available. Well, here we are. Gripper's last stop. You know, I know so little about your sordid childhood, Sharon. What was this friend of yours really like?
Oh, you know, kept herself to herself. Quiet, really.
Lovely of you to come for Kerry. He would have been absolutely over the moon.
He?
He was a she the last time we did PE together. It was 20 years ago, Dor. Hope she got bored. It's a free world.
Did this Kerry have a nickname? Gripper, for instance.
No, I don't think so, love. But I've known a few grippers in my time.
You have absolutely no idea who any of these people are, do you, Sharon?
No, Dawn.
And you don't know the deceased either, do you, Sharon?
No, Dawn.
In fact, we are intruding at the funeral of a complete stranger because you could not bear to spend the day with me.
Yes, Dawn.
Oh, well. Cheer up, Sharon. It means we've got time for the magic flute. It's the new version, 5.5 hours. And then before that, we'll make it to the beauty parlour. Little light lunch, couple of lettuce leaves, bowl of lentil soup. You can have a bikini wax and we'll try and get rid of your moustache.
How'd it go?
Hello, gorgeous.
Never mind, gorgeous. What are you going to do? This court case is in the morning.
No, it's not. I'm free as a bird.
What? You haven't grassed on him?
No. Davey went around the police station himself and came clean.
Yeah? How'd he change his mind then?
Well, I appealed to his sense of honour, his decency, reminded him how long we'd been friends.
Yeah?
Yeah, and when that didn't work, I went round his flat and beat the living crap out of him.
I have just sat through 5.5 hours of this. Now it's your turn.
When I'm alone